On this video, we're going to be evaluating expressions involving integers division, okay? So, remember that in order for you to evaluate expressions, you need to follow the order of operations. In this case, we're going to use GEMDAS as a way for you to remember. Any grouping symbol should be first. Parentheses, brackets, or even braces if you have it in the exercises that you're doing, okay? Then you do any other exponents. For example, this is an exponent, 2 to the power of 6. Multiplication or division, remember that as they are inverse operation, you can switch the order. Whatever happens from left to right first, okay? If you see that division comes first, well, you can switch division and multiplication because they are inverse operation. The same thing happens with addition and subtraction. It's whatever comes first. If subtraction comes first than addition, from left to right, you can definitely switch the order because addition and subtractions are inverse operation. So let's take a look at this example. It says, find the value of each expression when x is equals to 8 and y is equals to -4. As you can see, now we're mixing letters and numbers. Don't worry. These letters, let's call them variables, okay? They are our variables. And they basically told you that x is going to be 8 and y is going to be -4. So what I want you to do is to substitute those variables to get rid of them. Instead of x is going to be 8, okay, divided by 2, as there is 2 and then y, there's no sign here. That means multiplication. So it will be +2 times -4, okay? So basically what I just did was to organize my data, my information. X is equals to +8, y is equals to -4. So now I'm going to substitute my variables. Instead of x, I am going to substitute the x for an 8. Instead of y, I am substituting y for -4. So now you do 8 divided by, I need to do this operation. Remember that when you're multiplying integers and they have different signs, your answer is negative. So 2 times 4, or 2 times -4, is -8. And now I just divide. 8 divided by -8 is -1. So this is my final answer. I would like you to pause the video and try to do this one by yourself. Again, use the information provided here. Here it says that x is equals to 8 and y is equals to -4. Very good. So the first step is to substitute my variables. So in this case, I have negative, okay, from here. And then x is +8, okay, +8 to the power of 2 plus 12 divided by y is -4. So I'm going to put -4. After I substituted my variables, I need to follow the order of operations. Remember, GEMDAS. According to the order of operations, I need to do exponents first, okay? So remember T-Rex with the short arms, it cannot grab this sign. So I'm just going to leave it outside. -8 times +8 times +8. And then I'm going to bring down all the other numbers and signs that I haven't used, okay? So I'm going to bring down my sign in here, okay? And it will be 8 times 8. Do you see what I'm doing? I am doing multiplication first because that's what happens from left to right. So I have multiplication that I can do first. 8 times 8, which is 64. I'm going to bring down all the other numbers and signs that I haven't used. Now I have an addition here and a division here. Remember that according to the order of operation, division comes first. I cannot switch the order of a division and addition because they're not inverse operations. So I need to do division first. So it will be 12 divided by -4. Remember that when you're dividing integers with different signs, your answer will be negative. So it will be -3. Let me put this in between parentheses because now I need to bring down all the other numbers and signs that I haven't used. So now I have an addition, and when they have the same signs in addition, I just need to add them. I'm just going to put it here because I don't have enough space there. 64, I'm going to add their absolute value. 64 plus 3, it is 67. And I'm going to keep the sign that they share. Okay, let me review that. As this is addition, when I am adding integers with the same signs, I need to add them and keep the sign that they share. Now we have different variables here. We have that A is equals to -18 and B is equals to -6. So I would like you to pause the video and try to do this example by yourself. Very good. The first step is to substitute my variable. A is -18 divided by B, which is -6. I'll put it in between parentheses because there's another sign here. Do you remember that when you're dividing integers and they have the same signs, your answer is positive? I hope you do remember. 18 divided by 6 is +3. All right, let's try to do this example. Remember that A is equals to -18 and B is equals to -6. In order for you to solve this, you need to substitute your variables first. So B is -6. I'll put that in between parentheses, exponent 2. And A is equals to -18 plus 4. According to the order of operations, I need to do exponent first. So remember the T-Rex analogy. The T-Rex can hold the parentheses and the sign is glued to the parentheses. So it will be -6 times -6 divided by -18 plus 4. So now I'm going to do multiplication first. So -6 times -6 is +36. Remember that when they have the same sign, your answer is positive. Let me bring down all the other numbers and signs. According to the order of operations, I need to do division next. So remember that when I'm dividing different signs, my answer will be negative. So +36 divided by -18 is equals to -2 plus 4. And now I have an addition here. Remember that when you're adding and they have different signs, you need to subtract them and keep the sign of the greatest absolute value. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and as 4 has the greatest absolute value, my answer will be +2, okay? How about you pause the video and try to do this example by yourself? Look at the information provided here, all right? So let's see. The first thing that I know is that x is equals to +10, y is equals to -2, and z is equals to -5, okay? So let's substitute my variables. So first of all, I have a negative sign here. I cannot erase that. So I'm going to leave it like that, okay? X is +10, so I'll put -10. Let me put that in between parentheses. So because I am going to raise that number to the power of 2, okay? Plus 6 and z, which is -5. -5. Remember that this means multiplication, 6 times z, okay? Divided by y, which is -2. According to GEMDAS, the order of operations, I need to do exponent first. Remember the analogy that we use of the T-Rex that cannot grab the sign? So I'm going to just leave it outside. Negative 10 times 10, okay? Let me bring down all the other numbers and signs that I haven't used. Negative 2. As I don't have a space here, I'm just going to continue here. So I do multiplication first from left to right. So it will be negative, okay? And 10 times 10, well, you know that is 100. So it's negative 100 plus 6 times negative 5, which is, yep, negative 30. Because they have different signs, so my answer will be negative. Let me bring down the negative 2 that I still haven't used. Equal to. Remember that when you're adding and they have the same signs, you keep the sign that they both share and you add them. 100 plus 30 is 130. Let me bring down this negative 2 here. And as I have a space here, let me continue here. So when I am dividing and they have the same signs, my answer is positive. 130 divided by 2, or half of 130, is 65. So my final answer is positive 65. I would like you to pause the video and try to do this one by yourself, keeping in mind that x is equals to 10, y is equals to negative 2, and z is equals to negative 5. Oh, remember that you need to substitute your variable. So let me show you down here that you have negative 5 to the power of 2. So this will be negative 5 times negative 5 is equals to positive 25, and I just need to bring down this sign. So I have 100 divided by negative 25. Don't forget that when you're dividing integers and they have different signs, your answer will be negative. So 100 divided by negative 25, it is equals to negative 4.